Hello guys, this is Brijen Sharma and we are here to learn the web technologies. So we start with the basics. So since we are talking about the web technologies, there are two important things. First of all, we go with front end and is a back end. There are two different things, front end and back end. Front end is what user see, and backend is something which is connected to the database. So both have got different programming languages to develop the application. Since for front end, if we go front end, we have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, media query, etc. There are many more things, but these are the essential things which are needed. So like, if I'm assuming that you are just a beginner with the web technologies and you don't know much about these programming languages, so HTML, CSS and JavaScript is more than enough to start. And for backend, also there are lots of programming languages like PHP, .NET, JSP, Python, etc. And there are lots of. So we go with the HTML. HTML is the essential parts. Like if you want to create a user interface, so HTML is must. You can't create a user interface without using HTML. So we will be starting with the HTML. So what is basically HTML is? HTML is a hyper text markup language. You must be aware of its full form and all. So I won't take much time with its full form and its explanation. We will be going with its structure, and along with this structure we will be going with its coding part. So first of all, what do we need to do is we go with a folder. I'm naming it like HTML1. So in this folder we will create our project. To create a HTML file, select a text file, create, and file naming index.html. You can name it anything, and its extension is HTML. If you go with this, a browser icon will appear before the beginning of the file. If you don't see this, then if like I am assuming that you are beginner with the web technologies, and if while creating this file, if you see that it is not this browser icon is not appearing on your file, then it is because of the hidden extension. The extension is hidden. So how you can go with this is you click on the view. If you are using Windows 8, 8.1 and above, then you can click on the Windows, and here you can select this. It's by default it's unselected, so just click on this and select it. If you are going with Windows 7, click Alt plus T and select view option. In that view option, you can there are two radio buttons. You can click on the radio buttons so that your file hidden extension will be visible then. So starting with the file, we go with index.html. Why do we name the index? It is because this is what a server understands, that this is the first file. So to create an ideal project, we go with the files and we go with the folders as well. Like if we are using images, we will be using images in our websites, so we create folders. Like for images, we can name it image and we can place all the images inside this folder, so that it will be quite good for us. So whenever we want to change the images, we can directly go into that folder and change. So after creating that file, open it in text editor, any of the text editor you're using. It doesn't affect much, that it doesn't depend on the text editor or which text editor you are using, like Notepad or Notepad++ or WordPad or whatsoever. So we go with the HTML. HTML is basically a collection of tags. There are tags, like for example this is a tag, so it has got an ending tag and starting tag. It comes in pair. This one is starting tag and this one is ending tag. Tag ends with the very same name but with a slash. Fine. So we start with the structure of HTML is, it's HTML tag, then close the HTML tag. Under the HTML tag you go with head tag, close the head tag. It's a good practice to start and end the head tag while writing, otherwise you might forget the tags and it won't work, or it won't give the proper effect which you want to show on your website. So after the head tag we go with body tag. So this is the structure, like head tag and body tag, and both the tags are inside the HTML tag. So HTML tag is the parent tag. In head tags, head tag is mostly used for the settings or to create links. So we don't go with the head tags, we go with the body tag for starting. An essential part in essential tag in head tag is title tag. We are just writing it, and we will be able to see the effects on browser when we will run this file. So we can write our content inside these tags. So as I have written my first projects inside the title tag, we will be going with the body tag. Inside the body tags, now here comes the important part. We have got lots of tags of HTML. HTML is a collection of tags and it has got lots of tags, so we will be starting with the heading tags. Heading tag has got 6 types, like heading tag h1, close this tag. Similarly, write your content inside this tag, like I am writing I have written my name Vijayan Sharma in this h1 tag. Similarly, we have 6 types of heading tag. We just go and copy and paste them 6 times. Yeah. Heading tag 2, heading tag 3, heading tag 4, heading tag 5 and heading tag 6. So if you are getting confused with these different types of tag, your confusion will be solved within 30 seconds after running this code. Yeah, this is a very simple code to understand how heading tags works. As we have structured the complete documents and we will save it. We have saved. Now we will run this. We can run in two different with two different ways. Like most of the text editor doesn't have option of running, like I'm using Notepad++, so it has directly access to the browser. You can see launch in Chrome, launch in Safari, launch in Firefox. So here we go with run. See, now we will come again to the code. What I have written inside the title tag, whatever we write inside the title tag appear on the tab. As you can see here, my first project, down the pointer where I'm moving my pointer, it appears you. Yeah, and then the heading tag h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6. What actually heading tag do is it increase and decrease the font size. You can use appropriate heading tags according to your website and according to your web pages. Yeah, we were talking about the running of HTML file. So as I told that if you are using Notepad++, you can directly go and launch, and if you are using any other text editor, then you can save your file. You can again go in your folder and you can double click on it and it will be, yeah. So we are done with the heading tag. So we will be discussing about some of the other tags as well in this tutorial. So important part, we use images in web pages. In our website we use lots of images. So we go with image tag. First of all, we will be needing an image. So we'll select it. I've copied and pasted this image over here. If you want to rename this image for you, if you want to if you want to rename the image, you can do that, like image1, because if you are using images clicked with your mobile phone or camera, it has very weird name. So as you have changed the name of the image and you have put that image in images folder. Open this file again, and we will be discussing the image tag. So this is the image tag. Image tag, you write img and we go with the source src. Yeah, we mention the folder and the file name. That means the name of the image. The name of the image was image1.jpg. Here we go, image1.jpg. Yeah, we save it and we again refresh our code. You can see this image, although it is very huge. We can minimize its width and height. We will be looking over it. So this image is displayed in our web page right now. So this image tag has got its attribute width and height. You can give them, like I'm giving them 200 and height is 400. We save the code, we refresh off. Yeah, as you can see, so this was the image tag and heading tag. So we will be looking over the tables, forms and div tags and some of the other tags in our next tutorial. If you like this, you can like, comment and subscribe the video. Thank you so much.